Hello friends, this is Hatim Rampurawala, and in this video we would be covering Ind AS revising Ind AS 23's illustrations as well as test knowledge. Some of the questions we would be going quickly. That is, I would be quickly explain the question and answer, not read the entire thing. And some of the questions we will read. So basically, we'll cover all the illustrations and all test knowledge. Let's see. Okay, so illustration 1. In this, ABC Limited has taken a loan of 20 million USD on 1st April. On that date, the USD rate was 45 per USD and the closing rate is 48 per USD. If the loan is taken in US dollar, not if the loan is taken in US dollar, so it is taken at the rate of 5%. If it has been taken in Indian currency, that is local currency, so it would have been taken at 11%. Okay, so over here what they have asked is compute the borrowing cost to be capitalized for the construction of the plant of ABC Limited. Okay, this loan they have taken for the construction of the plant. So how to proceed with this question is, first we have to calculate the interest rate as per the USD, that is 20. What we'll do is just take the calculator in hand and we'll quickly do this question. 20,000 into 5%, because 20,000 into US dollar into their rate was 5%, so it will amount to 1,000, and then multiply it with the closing rate 48, so we'll get 48,000 as interest, foreign currency interest. Now if the loan would have been taken in Indian currency, so how much the loan amount would be, would had been, so 20,000 rupees into the date of transaction 45, it will amount to somewhat, wait a second, now 45 into 20,000, it will be 99 lakh, it will be 9 lakh rupees, and interest is 11% in India, so it will amount to 99,000 rupees Indian currencies interest. So this 99,000 has been divided as 48,000 and 51,000, 51,000. So basically this 51,000 will capitalized in the borrowing cost. See, now the exchange difference of 3 rupees, that is we had to pay now 3 rupees more, that is, earlier the exchange rate was 45, but then at the end it increased to 48, so our liability increased by 3 rupees per dollar. Yeah, per dollar 3 rupees. uh, Wait a second, what I'm saying, yeah, per dollar 3 rupees. So multiply that with $20,000, so 60,000 is the foreign exchange loss. Now of that 60,000, 51,000 will be the one which we calculated, 99,000 minus 48,000. 51,000 will be capitalized, and 9,000 of that exchange loss will be transferred to profit and loss. So 60,000 will be divided into two. 51,000 will be capitalized as borrowing cost, and 9,000 will be charged to the expenses, that is profit and loss account. So we are done with this. See, uh, 99,000 is capitalized interest cost, then exchange difference 51,000, so 99, and the last sentence is exchange difference of 59,000 has been capitalized as the borrowing cost, and the remaining 9,000 will be expensed off in the statement of the profit and loss account. Then illustration, 2 Alpha Limited on 1st April borrowed 9% 30 lakh to finance the construction of the two qualifying asset. So it has borrowed 30 lakh rupees to finance two qualifying asset at the rate of 9%. The construction started on 1st April. See, it has started on 1st April. The loan facility availed on 1st April and was utilized as follows, and the remaining fund was temporarily invested in 7% interest, so that will be deducted from the cost. Uh, it has borrowed 30 lakh for two qualifying asset, so to utilized, see how it is, 5 lakh rupees on first day for factory building, and 10 lakh rupees on first day itself has been expended. Okay, and uh, and the remaining 5 lakhs for office building, and remaining 10 lakh rupees for remaining 5 lakh for a factory building, and remaining 10 lakh rupees for office building is being expended on October. So the for 6 month, this for 6 month, this 15 lakh is, what we can say, is idle, lying idle. So on that we would investing that idle money to earn the interest income. So what will be the first of all borrowing cost, that factory building total is 10 lakh rupees cost. For that 10 lakh, see how much we will charge is 10 lakh into because how 10 lakh, that is 5 lakh plus 5 lakh, 10 lakh into 9%, 90,000 is the borrowing cost. 90,000 is the borrowing cost, specific borrowing cost. And then from that we will deduct the, wait a second, from that we will deduct the investment income, that is 5 lakh into 7%, 7%, and that is for 6 month, 17,500. So 90,000 minus 17,500 will get 72,500. So that 72,500 will capitalize. Similarly for office building, we'll calculate interest for first 20 lakh rupees at the rate of 9%. It amount to 1,80,000 rupees, and 10 lakh rupees idle fund has been invested at the rate of 7%, that amounts to 35,000. So just deduct 1,80,000 minus 35, that will get 1,45,000. That will add to the cost, and the total cost will be for office building is 2145, and for factory building 10,72,500. So with this we are done with the illustration. Now illustration 3, it is for general borrowings calculation. See, there is one bank loan which was from beginning 1000 and closing is 1000. Term loan beginning 3000, closing 3000. This debenture we had raised in this period only because it was not in the opening. Now what they have said is debenture was issued for the fund was issued to fund the construction of the office building on 1st July, but the development activity has not yet started. So this development has not yet started, so that will not do anything for this debenture. But for these see, but on last paragraph, second last paragraph, on last paragraph of question, that is on 1st April 1 Beta Limited began to construction of the plant, being qualifying asset using the existing borrowing, the one which was existing. So which was the existing borrowing? Bank loan 1000 and term loan 3000. Existing borrowing, the expenditure drawn for the construction was, the total expenditure incurred was 5 lakh rupees on 1st April, that is on the beginning itself, and 25 lakh rupees on January 2. So that expenses has been incurred 3 months before the close of the financial statement. How to calculate the general borrowing? Simple. 1000 into 18%, that will get 180. 3000 into 16%, will get 480. Total is 660 divided by 4000 into 100 will get 16.5. That just simply multiply it with the amount of an expenditure 16.5, that is 5 lakh rupees into 16.5 for whole year because it was incurred on 1st April, and 25 lakh rupees into 16.5 into 3 by 12, it amounts to 1 lakh 30 1 to 30 125, and that 5 lakh rupees 16.5, it is amounting to 82,000. So the total is 1 lakh 85,625. So we'll get the borrowing cost. Then illustration 4th, commencement date. X Limited is commencing the new construction of new construction project which is financed, which is to be financed by the borrowing, The key dates are as follows. 15th May, loan interest relating to the project started to be incurred on 15th May. Technical site preparation 2nd June. Capital expenditure on the project started on 19th June. See, capital expenditure started on 19th June, and the construction work commenced on 18 July. So the date over here will be 19th June. That is when the expenditure on the product started, because we had what is the basically condition of the commencement of the interest is when the, that is, interest expense should have been actually incurred, the work should have been commenced, and what we can say, borrowing cost should have been incurred, expenses should have been incurred, and expenses should have been project should have been commenced. So the expenditure on the project started on this month, so it will be 19th June 2001. Commencement date would be the date when the above three condition would be satisfied. See, the borrowing cost incurred on 15th May. Okay, 15th May we had taken the loan. Borrowing cost incurred. Then expenditure incurred on 19th June. And activity necessary to prepare the asset for its intended use or sale was commenced on 2nd. So whichever is from all the above date, when all three conditions are satisfied, that is on 19th June. So the date is 19th June. Then commencement date is 19th June. Then we would be we are left with this two illustration to test your knowledge. Marine Transportation Company. Marine Transportation ordered 3 ships for its fleet on 1st April. It pays a down payment of 25% of the contract value of each of the ship out of the long term borrowing from the scheduled bank. The delivery was commenced from the financial year on 1st March. The shipbuilder informs that it has commenced the production of one ship. So on 1st March 2001 for 2002, it has commenced the production of one ship. It has given an order for 3 ships, but the one production of one ship has only begun. So we can capitalize the cost, but only of one ship. There is no progress on other ship. Marine Transport Limited prepare its financial statement on the financial year basis. It is permissible for the Marine Transport Limited to capitalize any borrowing cost for the financial year. So it is permissible for the Marine Transport Limited to capitalize any borrowing cost for the financial year ended 31st March or 31st March 2002. Okay, so for 31st March 2001, there won't be anything capitalization won't what we can say record capitalization will not be recorded, because the condition, that is the work, has not been commenced yet. On 1st March, that is 1 month before the close of financial year 31st March 2012, the work has commenced for ship, that is also for only one ship. So capitalization will be done, but only for period of 1 month for one ship, that is for the month of March, and that too for one ship. We'll just quickly go through the answer. As per the para 5 of Ind AS 23, a qualifying asset is an asset that is necessarily take a substantial period of time to get ready for its intended use or sale. As per para 17 of Ind AS 23, see, a qualifying asset is an asset that is necessarily that necessarily takes a substantial period of time to get ready for its intended use or sale. As per para 17 of Ind AS 23, an entity should begin the capitalization of the borrowing cost as a part of the cost of the qualifying asset on the commencement date. The commencement date of the capitalization is the date when the entity first meets all the following condition. When it first meet all the following condition: it incur the expenditure for the asset, it incur the borrowing cost, it incur the expenditure, it incur the borrowing cost, and it undertake the activity that is necessary to prepare the asset for its intended use or sale. It undertakes the activity. So borrowing cost has been incurred, then borrowing cost has been incurred, actual expenditure, borrowing cost has been incurred, entity has incurred expenditure on the asset, expenditure for the asset, and activity necessary to prepare and the entity has undertaken the activity which is necessary to prepare the assets for its intended use or sale. So the ship is a qualifying asset, and it take a substantial period of time for its construction. Thus the related borrowing cost should be capitalized. See, it takes substantial period of time for its what we can say for its construction. Thus it is a qualifying asset and it should be capitalized. But the Marine Transportation Limited borrows fund and incurs the expenditure in the form of a down payment on 1st April 2010. Thus the condition A and B are met. However, the condition C is met only on 1st March. However, the condition is met only on 1st March. There is no capitalization of the borrowing cost. On C, however, the condition C is met only on 1st March, and that too only in respect of one ship. Thus there is no capitalization of borrowing cost during the financial year ended 31st March. Even during the financial year ended 31st March, borrowing cost relating to the one ship should be borrowing cost relating to the one ship should be constructed had from commenced from first first March will be capitalized from. See, even during the financial year ended 31st March 2012, borrowing costs relating to the one ship whose construction had commenced from 1st March will be capitalized from 1st March to 31st March will be capitalized from 1st March to 31st March, that is for the period of 1 year. All the other borrowing costs are expensed out. Okay, and the second is much simple question. First, calculate the capitalization rate based on the detail given for the loan, that is 10 lakh rupees. Interest is 1000, so the total interest is 165 divided by 15 lakh rupees. They have also calculated and given 15 lakh, so we'll get the capitalization rate as 11%, and then simply just multiply it with 2,50,000 and 3 lakh rupees. 2,50,000 for the month of 9 months, that is from July to 31st March 12, 9 months, and 3 lakh rupees into 11% into from December, it will be 4 months, so multiplied for 4 months. So first is 9 months, second is 4 month, and you will get the interest, and that will be capitalized. So we are done with this India's 23 also, and we had covered all illustration and test knowledge. Thank you for watching the video.